Siamo liberi.
Okay, guys, so before we move to another topic, do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, so we're going to start to talk a little bit about now WH questions. Okay, so let's pay attention to the following video. Then we're going to make our own WH questions. How to ask in English. So pay attention. Take notes if necessary.
What's your name? Who are you? Hello there. My name's Ronnie. What's your name? Who are you? Where are you? And what are the 5 WH questions in English? Can you name them? 6. Oh, I got 6. Let's go to the board and see. In English, we have 5 very common WH questions. People will say the 5 WH questions. There they are. Repeat with me. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who, what, when, where, why, how. 6. Again. Who, what, when, where, why, how. When I was learning Japanese and Spanish, the very, very first thing that I learned was the 5 WH questions in Japanese and the 5 WH questions in Spanish. So I recommend that you remember these in English. You've got 5, 6 very important questions that you can ask anytime, anywhere, at any place necessary. You may look at this and go, okay, I see WHO, who, WH, what, that, what. This confused me as a child. A teacher, why is HOW a WH question? What's happening here? What have you done to my young brain? And then I looked at it and go, oh, there's an H and a W, So it is an HWWH question. Then you got your 6. So let's go through and think about why we would use these. WH questions. 4, conversation. Have you ever had a really boring conversation with someone? I have all the time, every day. We say it's like pulling teeth to get someone to speak to you or have a conversation, which means pulling teeth, it's painful. The person is not interested in what you're saying. You would rather talk to the wall than speak to this person. So here's how not to be boring when you're trying to have a conversation with someone. Someone may ask you a question. For example, what did you do yesterday? Most people go, nothing. Wow, you're a really cool, exciting person. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Bye-bye. So you can say something as simple like, I ate dinner. Good, we've got something. So you can then continue the conversation with the person and say, oh, who cooked the dinner? And the person says, my mom. Cool. Okay, so you know that this person ate dinner, so they can't be that boring, and then you know that they have a mother. 2 points. Can you think of a what question you could ask someone about dinner? What did you eat? Or what did your mother cook? Okay. What did she cook? And the person could go, food. And at this point, I would give up and carry on to a different conversation with another person like you. So I could say to you, hello, when did you start studying English? And you say, 5 years ago. Perfect, okay? So when did you start? Now, you don't have to talk about English all the time because that's kind of boring. Maybe you know that the person does sports or the person likes drawing or painting. So you can say, when did you start playing a sport? When did you start playing football? Usually people like to talk about football. People like to talk about their favorite team, Manchester United, Barcelona. So if you can start the person talking on something they like, your conversation is going to go amazing. So what about a where question? Maybe you are at a meeting or you're in a very awkward social situation where you have to speak to people and maybe the person is not from your country. You can ask them a very simple question like, where are you from? And maybe the person says, I'm from Canada. And then, really? Ronnie's from Canada. Do you know Ronnie? And the person goes, no? Okay, that's good. Can you think of a why question you could ask someone? Let's talk about food. Why did your mother cook food? That's a strange question. Why do you like football? Why did you start studying English? Okay? And then this crazy one, how? This is kind of a strange question, but there are techniques. You could say, how long? How long have you studied English for? Or how long did you live in your home country? How long did you work at your job? How long did you live? Maybe you're talking to a ghost. That would be cool. And you say, ghost, how long did you live? Okay, how long did you live in your country? So what's very, 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 very important that I almost forgot was because these are questions, you need to always have a question mark when you're writing. When you're speaking, you know the person is asking you a question because your voice goes up. So I wouldn't say, what did you cook? I'd say, what did you cook? Every single time in English you ask a question, your voice goes up at the end of the question. So the person knows it's their chance to answer and not to be boring. You've got homework. The next time you have a conversation with someone in English or in your language, think of one of the 6 WH questions you could ask them, or if you're really ambitious, think of 6 WH questions you could ask them to continue your conversation. If you'd like more great continuing conversation bits, go to Engvid. Toodles.
No podemos escucharlo, maestro.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Ahora sí.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I was telling you, if you could choose one word that will define who, the information you will get from who, what word will you say? One word that will give you an idea of the information you get with who. Anybody has an idea? Who? Omar.
Person.
Very good. Person. When you ask with who, you get a subject. Yes. Who ate my donut? Who? Oh, my sister. Who is at the door? Oh, my neighbor. So with who, you always get a subject, a noun, a person, an animal, someone, okay? So let's put here, who gives you a subject? Now, what? When you use what, you get in return what type of information?
Teacher, I think is action. What do you doing? For example,
Okay, it could be
what
actions.
I think is action. Action. Yes.
Action, you can get action. Yes, that's true. You can actually get more. What? It's more general information because you can use what for action, that's what you're doing, or it can be for time. What time is it? Or it could
Answer.
be about what subject. So what is more about general information? Okay, so let's put general info. When we ask with when, what type of information do we get? When?
Meeting
Yes, Florandi.
time.
To be time, but what type of time? Because what is for time? Like what time is it? So when is for
Question.
is a quiz for question. All of them are questions. So we can say what is for specific time and when is for a general time, right? So when is for time of the hour, what is for time, hour, and when is for time in general, like date, month, year, right? So yes, let's just put time. Time in general. Very good. Now where? What information do we get back when we use where?
About place, teacher.
Yes, Sterling, we get place. Every time we use where to ask, we get a place. So where are you? Oh, I'm in school. School is a place. Where is your sister? Oh, she's in the grocery store. Grocery store is a place. Very good. Excellent. Now, why? When we ask with why, what information do we get back?
The reason.
Why? Reason, yes.
Question. Reason.
Reason, yes. You give a reason for something.
Yes.
Very good. Reason. Excellent. So you explain the reason of something. And how? When we use how, what do we get?
Mm, the form.
Form. And Mr. Coco, you had another one? The way, the form. Very good. The way or form. Exactly. How did you do it? How did you do it? Oh, well, I studied. I studied a lot. That's how. Oh, how are you? I am fine. Thank you. That's the form. That's the way you feel. Okay. Very good. So these are called WH questions or information questions. Okay, so that's the difference. Before, we talked about simple past questions with did. Okay, so with did, you answer in a short way. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. No, I didn't. With information questions, you give more details, more. Okay, so what did you do? You cannot say, yes, I did. No, you need to say, I went to the park, or I ate dinner. So you give more details with these questions. Who are you? Who are you? I am a student, for example. I am a teacher. You give information. That's why they call it information questions. Okay, so now you are going to practice. I want you to make one question for every informational question word. So one question for who, what, when, where, why, how. I want you to make one. And then you're going to ask. Ask this question to your classmates. So think of questions to ask each other. The questions, okay? You're going to ask each other. So Randy, Sterling, Virgie, ask questions. So I want you to make 6 questions. One with who, one with what, one with when, okay? And then you're going to use it to ask each other. Do you understand? Any questions? Okay. So you have, I will give you a couple of minutes to write your questions, and then you're going to practice, okay? So you're going to be in the practice room. I will send you to the practice room.
Se acabó.
¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó?
¿Dónde yo doy? Ah,
Ok, volví. Una pregunta con cada uno, entonces, Yasmín.
Yes. Y respuestas largas, no cortas.
Ok, vamos a ver.
señora, me falta un WH, o sea, yo tengo watch, why, how, where, when. ¿Cuál es la otra que falta?
Y
How, how, ya. Gracias.
WHO.
Sí, thank you.
who.
Erling, I have a question for you. is your favorite color?
My favorite color is red.
Red. Nice.
Coco.
My brother like red too.
Coco.
Yeah.
What thing do you like to do before sleeping?
Take a shower. Listen a little music. With the music, I sleep.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
And you, Charlie?
Um, before going to the drink water, es, ay, ¿cómo se dice YouTube? Watch YouTube. Watch YouTube. O sea, ver YouTube.
Ajá, tú te duermes viendo YouTube.
Yes. O music. ¿Cómo se dice escuchando music? No me acuerdo.
Listen to
Li-
music.
Ajá,
Listen,
listen to music.
listen to
music.
music. Listen to music. Listen
Yeah.
to music.
Listen to music.
Okay,
Se
Coco,
despertó
Yeah,
Calderón.
yeah. I'm here.
listen to me, my bro. Why are you learning English?
Well, I say this so many times. I have to learn English because I'm going to USA by my scholarship before my football. So I must learn English because when I stay there, I need to ¿cómo se dice en inglés? Necesito entender y que la persona me entienda.
So you know you need to improve your English.
What?
Improve, aumentar.
Yeah, I need a lot. I need
How do you do that? How do you practice your English?
First, I have to, how I say this? Tengo que reconocer, o sea, en qué punto estoy mal. For example, in my listening, I know that I have to work in that. My pronunciation.
How do you do that? How do you practice?
Search in YouTube video of listening in English. I take a time to watch that video. And my pronunciation, I don't know, me pongo al frente de un espejo and start gagging. Yeah.
That's cool. Where are your parents?
Where what?
Where are your parents?
Parents.
Mom and dad. Parents. Mom and dad.
My mom, I live with my mom and my father lives here in Santo Domingo, but in other house. Now I live with my mom, my sister, and my brother.
What's your hobbies?
My what? My
Hobbies. Your hobbies.
my hobby. I don't know if this a hobby. Practice, listen music, Sometimes I read. Um, that's it.
That's cool.
And your hobbies, Sterling,
My hobbies.
what series?
Really. I don't have a hobbies in a specific.
When
Those
you have
I am.
you have class of university?
A lot of homework. All of you should be helping me.
Homework. That's your hobby.
Yes.
And you like it.
I could say yes, that's my hobby, but I don't know.
Because
Homework is not a hobby.
if you don't like do that, that's don't your hobby. That's doesn't your hobby. Because you don't like that to do that. Your hobby
My hobby is read,
have
really.
to be
I love
that
history.
you like. Estelle,
What?
your hobby have to be something that you like.
Yes, I could say my hobby is read. I like to read, but I read history. I don't read
What you read?
political history.
Oh,
Yeah, it's about my career. Yeah, I don't read a book in specific.
Chicos,
yeah.
why do you think English is difficult? Difficult.
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 I think
Why?
that it's not difficult. The
Isn't it?
problem is the English is not difficult. The problem is that is not my natural language. For that is a little difficult. But the Spanish is more difficult than English. But how is our language? We don't have problem with Spanish, but English, yeah, because English don't is not our natural language.
Charlene, English
Uh-huh.
is not difficult.
For me,
I think the more difficult in English is the irregular verb,
Yeah,
but it is easy too.
todo te lo tienes que aprender.
If you practice,
¿cómo fue,
you
Coco?
That
irregular verb.
Sterling say the irregular verb. You have to learn all not, but the more you use verb irregular, you have to learn. The more you search in Google, the most used verb irregular, and you learn all of that.
Yes. For me, it is difficult because I am unswear. ¿Es que se dice vergüenza?
No,
Embarrassed.
Embarrassed. Embarrassed to speak that language in public.
So,
Machucado.
Yasmin, ask to I know your question.
Yes.
Si tú te pones a pensar, tú ves cómo hablan los de Americanos en español.
Ajá.
No oímos igual. Igual no oímos.
Yes.
No, pero
Yasmin.
es un tema de
Omar.
acento, yo creo.
Omar, wait
Hey.
a moment. Yasmin, ask your question to Ainhoa.
Ainhoa,
Yes.
how do you live
Repeat, please.
perdón, with?
Repeat. Se cortó, que si puede repetir, por favor. Aló.
Ajá.
Ok. ¿Puede repetir, por favor, que se cortó?
Claro. How do you live with?
Yes, I like with because because it's beautiful. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Ainhoa,
Hello.
you have question.
Una pregunta que haga ahora.
Eh?
Ya, yo respondí, ustedes me oyeron.
Yeah.
Pero te toca a ti
You
hacer
have
una.
question for
Okay.
Yasmin.
Okay. Where did you go to the beach?
When
See,
you go to the beach.
Where you go to the beach?
No, I know because where is in Spanish is don't.